Hi everyone, it's Miss Amy, and this morning we read The Sound of Color, and so today I have two different patterns to try and make some colorful pom-poms, because pom-poms are really fun to make. So, and there's lots of different ways that you can do it. So the first is simple, just like this. I'm just gonna go like this. I'm gonna wind and wind and wind on my hand, around and around and around and around and around, like this. Oops, that I wanna get on there. Good. Okay. And I want a lot of yarn. This is a great way to use up scraps of yarn. It's fun to make your own pom-poms. You can make pom-pom attachments for in your hair, on barrettes, as adornments. You can put them on your coat, on your zipper, whatever. Or you can just like hang them on your windows or whatever. There's a million things you can do with pom-poms. And they're colorful and fun, and you gotta watch out that you don't get tangled up. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there. That's pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna cut that like that. It's gonna be a nice big fat pom-pom. So then what I'm gonna do is, before I take this off, I am going to tuck a piece in like this. Okay, I'm gonna pull it like that. I'm gonna go like this, and I'm going to go like this, and I am going to tie several knots right down the middle, as tight as I can. I'm gonna hold that, tie it again, because I want it to stay as tight as I can. Oop, I got loose. So I'm gonna cinch it up. I'm gonna cinch it up and tie it. Whoops. Like that. And I'm gonna let it go here. I'm gonna tie that. Okay. I'm gonna tie it again. And tie it again. The other side. Cinch it. Tie it tight. Like this. And then I'm going to cut and trim. Okay. So now, and this is a little trickier because you might not be able to find all of the strings, but I'm going to cut. So if you missed one, you can find it and cut it. And I'm going to go right through here, and there's a few that maybe I might have missed. Looks like I got them all. There's a couple right there. Okay, so then, so you can leave it just like a rough pom-pom, but I want to trim it. So I'm just gonna, yeah, not with these, I don't think. I'm gonna trim the pom-pom like this, so that it has edges. I'm gonna trim the edges like that, so you can trim your pom-pom all the way. You can leave a loop so that you have a loop, or you can go from there. So that's one way to make the pom-pom. Super easy. You don't need any supplies except for good scissors. These are paper scissors, so they're really awful. And yarn. That's the other thing you need. So second one, this is another style of pom-pom. So same thing, this is a square. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this one, and I'm just gonna hold this, and I'm gonna go like this and start winding, and this one will just, oops, go like this. I'm gonna just put it here. I'm gonna wind, 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 this, and this is quick again, but you have a little more of a frame. It's basically the same, but definitely trimming. You want to have good scissors, not scissors that you use on paper. If you keep it tight, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make it a nice poofy pom-pom. And the more you put on it, the tighter it's going to be. Okay, so I'm gonna cut that right there. Then I'm going to cut a string, and I'm going to put it into the hole and go all the way around, come back through the other side. Now I'm going to tie it before I take it off. I'm going to tie it super tight. Again, hold it, tie it tight. If you have an extra person, you can do an extra person, or you can help on there. I'm going to tie it again just to make sure that it's nice and tight in the center, like that. Okay, nice and tight in the center, and then like that. There. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cinch that right in. I'm going to cut to the sides, okay? I'm going to cinch this one in, and I'm going to hold it and cut. I'm going to push it through. Okay, this one, that's super good. There's my original ones. You can tie it in a little knot so that you have a little loop if you want, so that you can hang it. I did not leave my loop on the other one, but I can on this one. So, and then I would what I would do is trim it so that I don't have funny edges in it, so that it's not like different shape. So, okay, so that's two different ways to make a pom-pom. On your fingers, it's actually a pretty nice pom-pom, and will be even better when you finish trimming it. This one is on the square frame, cardboard, and then you have the circle one where you just wind it around. So, and this one is a little trickier because, and this one takes longer. This is my least favorite way to make a pom-pom. And you just keep going around and around until it gets really super thick. But this actually makes a really tight, snug pom-pom. I like the pom-pom that this makes, but I don't like, it just takes so much longer to make it, and it's messier. You have to have a ball of yarn or whatever that will go through your hole. It just is not as tidy, but it does make a really beautiful pom-pom, a really tight pom-pom, and you go as many times as you can until it's pretty thick as you keep going around and around, getting thicker and thicker on the circle frame, the cardboard circle frame. But again, it's a lot trickier, takes longer, but the pom-pom that you get is really, really cool. So make sure you have sharp scissors out there, and try making some pom-poms. It's a great fun thing to do. You could even wear pom-pom earrings. That would be silly, but you could. Happy creating. Hugs to you all. Make some pom-poms. Miss Amy.